I'm Cash, and welcome back to Cash Talks Football, where we break down all the goals scored in the Premier League. We're not one of those fan channels. We actually know something about football with my over 25 years plus coaching experience and technical analysis, and lots of other mad qualifications in sports agents, loads of other things I've done in the old football-y world. But today we're watching Nottingham Forest against Brentford, and if you're new here, don't forget we've got our starting to do a live show on Mondays coming up, and you can find us all over the place on Patreon, where I've got like I'm putting up an advanced technical analysis course there. It will be up in but quite soon, and it is over a year's worth of content just on that technical analysis course from a major football club that you will know the name of. But right now we're doing this breakdown of Nottingham Forest against Brentford, and I do believe Brentford are trying to speed run relegation this year with the outgoings they've got and just their manager. I think Brentford are going to be have a torrid time this season, I think. Nottingham Forest last year broke my heart not getting Champions League. How dare the Tricky Trees not make it through? But they're off to a flying start. But right now we're looking at this corner. And Brentford just really are their own worst enemy here. They've got two players. Keep your eye on these little two players here, because they end up getting in each other's way. And as I always say, one football, two players on the same team, can't win it. One player, one ball, win it. You get in each other's way, and this is what happens. Okay, as this ball drops in, you can see it's dropping in. Two players are pushing and shoving. Neither of them really connect with the ball. Neither of them are really defending the player, because you've got two people in each other's way. Well, almost three, in fact, but two actually challenging for the ball, which makes a massive problem for these guys here. And then I think it's Chris Wadinio gets the ball and just bonks it into the net box. Very, very tidy little finish. A little bit too easy for him there. And Nottingham Forest are off to a flying start. If they can maintain their form from last season, which this is one of the other crazy things non-football people like Gary Neville and that talk about. You can't maintain your standards from last season, okay? You start fresh, you had a break, and what you can do, you go, okay, that was what we did. Now we need to try to recreate that for the next 8 to 10 weeks, 8 to 10 games, and to see how we are, because you're an entirely new entity. Why? Your players are older, they're wiser, all the other teams you're playing against are different. You are not the same team as you were last year. You just need to try to get that sort of stability so you know you're hard to beat and you're scoring goals. That's what you're looking to do. All of this, but this is how we played last year, in the back of your mind, is rubbish if you're trying to build an actual football team to win football games. You cannot think like that. You are just setting yourself up for failure, because you're always going to be saying in the back of your mind, we wouldn't have done that last year. It's not last year. It's this year. It's this game. Focus on this moment. But let's move on. It's not very often that I'm wrong, but I will say it when it is. I was wrong. There wasn't two players. There was three players holding hands and hugging right here that managed to make a massive mistake. Oh, my God. Can't make it up. Three players completely messing up on this. Look at that. Look at that. Three players. Oh, that's awful. That's awful. They're going to play against a Man City or an Arsenal, these lot, and absolutely get flattened. This is quite interesting, actually. Unfortunately, you know why. I can't show you the whole build-up of Forest. No, I can't say Forest, can I? Nottingham Forest building up the play. Sorry, it's not Forest. I can't say not Forest. Didn't say that. Forest fans, forgive me. But they do really, really well. And it's obvious what they're doing. You can see they're setting up to cross to this back post, right? They know, look, you've got no Nottingham Forest players here. It's obvious they're setting up. And they're looking to dink the ball to this far corner, right? Look, you can see that they've been rotating the ball, having some little movements. You just know it's coming. You aren't doing anything. You need to get back and get involved with these players, or you do, because they're 1v1 here on the back post, and you've already lost out once in this area. At some point, you have to identify, well, this is our weakness. We need to drop another player into the mix. They don't. And after a little bit more of jangling around with the ball, it's almost like a reverse pass. It's quite good. His shoulders, well, I know it looks like he's facing that way, but he wasn't. He was kind of facing that way, and he wraps his foot around it and bends it over here to the back stick. It's quite good, to be fair. Decent delivery. Dush, clips it over, and now defensively, no one's goal side. He's got a free header, and does he have to do a little bit of a dive? Yeah, but is there any pressure on him defensively? None at all. He's just got to hit the target. And do you know what? He does. Brilliant little header. Keeper's awful there. Absolutely shocking. But there we go. The other disconnection is Brentford is speedrunning relegation. You can see, look, 2 players playing them on. The rest have stepped up. Absolutely no communication going on there, allowing them space in behind. Look, this is being bad at football, right? If you're centre back, you're passing the ball around and you're under a little bit of pressure and you cannot pass the ball from there to there, you've got serious, serious problems. Boomf. Oh no, I've missed it. What's going to happen now is this guy's going to step onto it, play a through ball, and we're going to lose another goal because you can't pass the football. Ooh, 10 yards under pressure. Just imagine that. 10 yards under pressure, he cannot pass the football to feet. That is embarrassing. Steps on it and instantly pings a through ball on the run. They perfectly in sync, beats that offside trap. Now he's just got the keeper to beat. Defenders are in no man's land. I can't talk about bad defending because there isn't any defending. They're just giving the ball away. And the next thing, the ball's in the back of the net. I do want to show you this, much of it as I can. Watch as he goes around the keeper. He gets the ball actually tangled in his feet just enough perfectly that the ball bounces over the keeper's hand. This isn't intentional, but it's just a bit of luck. Watch that. Watch this little touch there. Watch this. See, donk. See that as he raises it up over so the keeper can't get any of it, and he gets himself another goal. This is one of those that I just don't think's a handball. I'm sorry, it's just not. It's his arm in an unnatural position. Not really. He's up there pushing and shoving with his, just the same as they are. Does it hit his hand? Yeah, doesn't mean it's a handball. Watch, dumph. Yeah, doesn't really get an advantage. Neither team does. Should it be a penalty? Probably not. But unfortunately, modern football is pathetic, and that's a penalty. Steps up, puts it down the middle. Nobody cares because the game's already lost at 3-1. Yeah, Brentford, I think, are going to struggle a lot this season. Nottingham Forest, please make Champions League this year. I don't think they are. To keep up the sort of form that they did last season is very, very tricky. But we'll be here to watch it all. And hopefully you'll be with us as well. I'll see you next time on Cash Talks Football.